Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Shifts and Pucks news pack for Saturday, April the 30th, as the regular season in the National Hockey League has wrapped up, and we now know the playoff matchups and the playoff schedule. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks, Facebook.com, Shifts and Pucks, YouTube.com, Shifts and Pucks. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. And we get ourselves ready to get into the playoffs for the National Hockey League. WHL have already been in, BCHL in the quarterfinals, AJHL into their finals, but now the National Hockey League is into there. And let's go through the matchups here. Of course, in the Western Conference, here we will just pull this up here as we get our final as we start here. Monday's games will be, of course, the Boston Bruins taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. The Tampa Bay Lightning will be taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. The St. Louis Blues will head to Minnesota for the Minnesota Wild. And then the LA Kings will be taking on the Edmonton Oilers. That is Monday's matchups. Uh, Bruins, Hurricanes, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Blues, Wild, and then the Kings and the Oilers uh, for Tuesday, which will start this is where the other series will start. The Pittsburgh Penguins will take on the New York Rangers. The Washington Capitals will take on the Florida Panthers. And then we have it was the Dallas Stars and the Anaheim Ducks. Dallas beat Anaheim last night. And then within 3 minutes of the first period between the Nashville Predators and the Arizona Coyotes, it was 3-0 Nashville. It even got to 4-0 Nashville, looking like it would be the Nashville Predators and the Calgary Flames and the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. That's what it looked like. But the Arizona Coyotes came back and won in regulation in the final game at the Gila River Arena. And now the Dallas Stars are heading to Calgary, and the Nashville Predators will be heading to Colorado on the first round. So that is the playoff matchup. Of course, the Calgary Flames will be facing the Dallas Stars. That will start on Tuesday. For practice notes today, the Flames did practice today. Uh, Lindholm, Gaudreau, Kachuk, Backlund, Majapani, and Carpenter, Ruzicka, as Tyler Toffoli did not skate for practice today. Yarncrow, Dubé, Coleman, Lewis, Lucic, Ritchie, Hannafin, Anderson, Shillington, Tanev, Zadorov, Goodbranson, McKay and Stone, Markstrom, and Vladar. They practiced at Winsport in Calgary. So we'll be doing our playoff preview with the Calgary Flames. We're recording that tomorrow. Fireside chat. We're just still working out the details about what's going on here, but we expect a live preview of the Flames at the Dallas Stars tomorrow there. And then, of course, on Monday, we'll wrap up as the Vancouver Canucks lost in a shootout to the Edmonton Oilers yesterday. But so we'll have the Canucks wrap up for tomorrow. So those are the playoff matchups. After all of that, we are starting Monday the playoffs here with 4 games and then 4 games on Tuesday. So the Flames schedule goes Tuesday and Thursday in here in Calgary, and then that's when game 1 and game 2 will go on here, and then we'll have on the Saturday, Sunday, game 3, 7 will be in Dallas on the 7th, game 4 Monday in Dallas, game 5 Wednesday, game the 11th, game 6 Friday the 13th, and game 7, if necessary, is in Dallas. So that is how that is going to look there. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday series. Games starting in Calgary is 8 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock Pacific. The games in Dallas, 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Pacific. Sportsnet will have Rick Ball and Greg Millen calling those games. So that is what's going on there. Let's go through the 3 stars of the month here as we here for the NHL Rookie of the Month was announced. Steven Stamkos was the first star of the month. for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He had 33 points in 16 games. That's a franchise record for points in a calendar month, and the most of any player since Mario Lemieux in December of 1995. As the Tampa Bay Lightning have clinched their fifth straight postseason berth. Stamkos had points in 14 of his 16 appearances, 9 consecutive multi-point games to finish the year, and that is 5 straight games is with at least 3 points. His first 100-point season. Can you believe that for Steven Stamkos? And it's also he overtook Martin St. Louis for the most points in franchise history. So Steven Stamkos, number 1. Number 2, Oiler fans, I think, will be encouraged by this. It was Mike Smith, 9 wins and 9 starts, 1.66 goals against average, .951 save percentage. No question, the Oilers are biggest question in the playoffs. One of the biggest questions heading into the playoffs will be the goaltending, and he had 11. The Oilers had an 11-2 month. They won a month, third consecutive playoff berth. Smith turned 40 in March and became the second goaltender in league history to post a 9-game winning streak at age 40 or older. So Mike Smith is the second star. Third star, Vladimir Tarasenko of the St. Louis Blues. 4-game winning goals, 11 goals, 13 assists, 24 points. As the Blues clinch their 45th playoff berth. That is the most among non-original 6 franchises, and second most among teams that have entered the league since 67-68. 12. He collected points in 12 of his 16 appearances in the month, a 10-game point streak from April 8th to 24th, where he scored 9 goals, 12 assists, 21 points, and 3 straight game winning goals in the April 19th to 14th, and a 5-point game in his 30th goal of the season. So the 3 stars in the month: Steven Stamkos, Mike Smith, Vladimir Tarasenko. As far as rookie of the month, that is Spencer Knight. 6 wins, 1 shutout in the season, in the month. .925 save percentage, 6-1 with 2.16 goals against average. Florida Knights goaltender Spencer Knight. Trevor Zegras, 12 points in 13 games. Seth Jarvis, 12 points in 14 games. Michael Bunting, who got hurt, 12 goals in 12 games. Matt Boldy, 12 points in 12 games. And Cole Caulfield, 10 points in 14 games, were also nominated for that honor. Of course, we're expecting a coaching carousel to begin here, and Jeff Blashill will not return as head coach of the Detroit Red Wings. He is actually the second longest tenured coach in the NHL. 6 straight years the Red Wings did not make the playoffs. But Blashill, 204, 261, and 72. He was, of course, the man that replaced Mike Babcock when Babcock left the Red Wings to coach the Toronto Maple Leafs back in 2015. Back then, he led the Detroit to the playoffs. They lost to Tampa Bay in the first round. They were 34, 40, and 10 this season and finished 6th in the Atlantic Division, and will be in the lottery again this year. As far as Carey Price, there's a concern about him. There was a report that his season or his retirement could happen. Price says he's not giving up. He's seeking a second opinion on a surgically repaired knee. He made 37 saves last night in a 10-2 win against the Florida Panthers. It was his first win since the 2021 Stanley Cup Finals. Price says it's tough, but he's always been a fighter and he's always been a clawer, so he's not giving up. He's going to do his best to prepare for next season. So all the best for Carey Price as hopefully we see another round of Carey Price. As far as WHL goes, there is 1 game tonight. I was looking at last night. Crazy game in Vancouver. Let's start there in the Langley Event Center. The Vancouver Giants defeated the Everett Silvertips 11-6. It's first time since 2013, I believe, that the Everett Silvertips allowed 11 goals. And the Portland Winterhawks did that, and they advanced to the Memorial Cup. So, the Silver Tit, so that series is tied at 2. They play tonight in Langley, but other series ended last night. The Winnipeg Ice knocked off the Prince Albert Raiders 8-2 to wrap up that series 4-1. So, and the Moose Jaw Warriors defeated the Saskatoon Blades 6-3. That wraps up that series. Warriors win 4-1. And then the other one in the Eastern Conference is the Red Deer Rebels take the 3-1 lead to take over Brandon Wheat Kings. They have a 3-2 series lead. Those two teams will play tomorrow, Game 6 in Brandon. As far as the West goes, the Seattle Thunderbirds won in overtime as they beat the Kelowna Rockets in overtime with a final score of 4-3. It was 3-1 at one point. The Rockets scored 2 goals in 10 seconds in the middle of the second period, and the Thunderbirds scored in overtime to win 4-3. Michael Rempe got the winner in that one. And finally, the Kelowna Rockets got 3 goals from Logan Stankoven to pass the Spokane Chiefs 3-0. So 2 series remain. Everett Silvertips and the Vancouver Giants, that series tied at 2. Red Deer Rebels, Brandon Wheat Kings, Rebels up 3-2. As far as the BCHL last night, the quarterfinals happened last night, and the Penticton will go through the recap here. We'll start in Penticton, as the Penticton Avs had 6 goals in the second period, and they beat West Kelowna 8-1. Jackson Neuendijk scored twice. Luke Wilson, Thomas Pichette, Bradley Nadeau, and Josh Nadeau scored once. Josh Evan had the lone goal for West Kelowna. It was a shorthanded goal. Caden Lane made 21 saves to the win. The Vs lead that series 1-0. The Nanaimo Clippers over the Langley Rivermen 4-0. Sean Donaldson scored 2 goals. Cooper Bach got his second straight shutout as the Clippers knocked off the Rivermen 4-0, in game 1. So the Clippers lead that series 1-0. Those game 2s is tonight in Penticton and Nanaimo, respectively. AJHL, looks like we have the Saints knocking off the Bandits 7-3. Those two teams will play tonight, game 2. Saints up in that series 1-0. So that is the news for today, Saturday, April 30th. Of course, you can follow us all individually on Twitter. Sean Beardy, Canucks 03, Devin Gordhowe 09, Tyler TNOBLE, Christian Schneitz, SCHNEIDZ. I am KEBOLE. Ships and Pucks on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. Thank you, everyone. Reminder, tomorrow we're doing our Flames playoff preview. Flames Stars, what's going to happen there? We'll get into the entire playoffs, and then Canucks debrief on Monday. Thanks, everyone, for watching and listening, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.